The mix.
Yeah. Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, yeah, under the lights.
Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your host, I'm Big Mike. You see my guy Jordan in the middle, and on the far right, you see my fellow Philadelphia Eagles fan, Justin J.F. Fiorillo. What's good, boy? What you counting up over there? Is them dubs? How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we got 8 of them joints?
Looks like 8. I was talking to you pre-show. I'm going to run out of fingers soon once we hit 10. So
listen, getting 10 wins for us, you know what I mean? That we wake up out of bed and get 10 wins. We get 10 wins.
I mean, did we officially win the division last night? Because if we didn't, I mean, we might as well have. I mean,
hang it up.
It's a wrap, bro.
It ain't no coming back. We got the Cowboys out there tonight. They're going to go out there and stump a mud hole in the Las Vegas Raiders, but that is not going to help them approaching anything division-wise. Anything. It ain't going to help them at all whatsoever. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, man, listen. If you watch NFL football this weekend and your team got a dub, we know you're feeling good. If your team lost, listen, man, it's always another week. And you see what's going to happen next week. But as far as these Philadelphia Eagles, what you see me and JF rocking, you know we got a dub. And as far as my man Jordan, you know he's a Lamar Jackson, a Lamar Jackson advocate. You feel what I'm saying? All day long. Baltimore Ravens got their 4th win. You know what I mean? They on a 4-game win streak. And maybe Jordan likes the direction that they going. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know how much that's going to mean, but hey, we shall see. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, let's talk some NFL football, and we will start with last night's Sunday night football game on NBC between the Detroit Lions in the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia against the Fly Eagles Fly. You understand me? JF, we see what's going on. Detroit is a powerhouse. You had Cam Newton all on ESPN. I seen the clip talking about, the Philadelphia Eagles. Hold on, let me get my down south accent on. The Philadelphia Eagles, they about to run into a team that they ain't never seen before. That's what they about to do. They come out there 550 yards. That don't mean shit. We are not the Commanders. They doing all that because they put up over 5. Look, Dan Campbell started calling plays, and now all of a sudden, oh, shit. Oh, my God, 500 yards. It's the Commanders. We are not them. So we went out there and got a dub against the Detroit Lions last night at home, and we stay at top of the NFC conference. Not just the NFC East, the conference. We know we got the same record as the Los Angeles Rams, but we already beat them, so we got the tiebreaker. You know what I'm saying? The game was 16-9 last night. We improved to 8-2. JF, talk to me, bro. What was your takeaway from last night's game between the Lions and the Eagles? Let me know.
Well, I was blessed and fortunate enough to be there last night at the game, actually. And let me tell you, it was windy. It was a bit cold. Wasn't the coldest game I've ever been at, but it was on the colder side for sure. Okay. And I tell you what, there's supposed to be a Lions takeover. There was supposed to be like this Detroit Lion fans takeover. Here was the takeover. It looked like that. Okay, there was a handful of Lions fans there. The place was rocking. It was a defensive game. Obviously, we'll get into some of the issues about some of the offense. You know, there is offensive issues still on this football team. It was a defensive, hard-nosed fought win. Defense is scary good right now. I mean, you got Jalen Phillips making plays. Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter combined with 5 batted balls. One of them helped Cooper DeJean on an interception. So, I mean, the defense is absolutely rocking and rolling right now. A great game. A win's a win. Obviously, and you see in Jalen Hurts' demeanor in the post game how he didn't really seem. He talked about he referred to, like, you can ask KP about that. In the post game.
Yep.
He wasn't. I mean, he's kind of always not very super happy. You know what I mean? But he was kind of on the downside because he knows the offense didn't step up, and they didn't. They made some plays. They tried to force feed 11 targets for AJ Brown. I mean, listen, you can't not go to AJ Brown at all one week and then overfeed him the next week. You know what I mean? And try to force feed him. So, win's a win. A really good win. I mean, atop of the first in the NFC. home field's ours to lose. So, the NFC the road to the Super Bowl has to run through Philly, in my opinion, obviously.
Yeah.
And we got Dallas coming. Here's the thing: is like in our history, we do sometimes split with Dallas often. So like we gotta handle our business this week. Go down to Dallas, and we're clearly the superior team, but we got to handle our business. About last night, great win. Very happy with it.
Man, listen, you mentioned the Lion takeover. I can assure you, you will never outdo us Eagles fans in Lincoln Financial Field. It's not gonna happen. You know how when we go to Kansas City and you look in the stands and you see a fleet of green, or we go out to LA and you see half the damn stadium is green all through that bitch. You're not gonna see blue and white in Lincoln Financial Field.
No.
It's
Go
not
on YouTube. Go on YouTube. Look up any video. You'll never see a takeover from another fan base outnumber somebody at the link.
No, and you mentioned Dallas. Let me tell you something. We should sweep their ass. I don't care who they got on offense. George Pickens, C.D. Lamb, Jake Ferguson, Javonte Williams, Dak Prescott. I don't give a damn. They ain't hitting no nothing. And the way that defense looked for us, the way that the youngest defense in the National Football League is playing lights out championship football. They better not get a point. Just like damn near the Lions didn't get a point last night. If you look at the Lions, they scored 9 points. 9 points. This is the second ranked offense in the National Football League who put points up on anybody at any given time. This is what can happen when we already know what Vic Fangio has done for us, right? Watch this. Because I'm always bringing this up. We know what he's done for us. This is what can happen when you got somebody that know what they're doing and they stick around and they stay and they get better and better. Oh, I know his strengths. I know his weaknesses. I know what we have to do, where he needs to be, where he need to be. That's what I want on the offensive side of the ball. An offensive play caller who's not leaving.
Man. Keep pushing, man.
Who's not leaving, who wants to stay and build. Okay? I want somebody who does not want to be a head coach. Let me tell you, I'll get to my dream that I had, JF, but let me stay focused on this game. But this is what can happen when you got somebody that stays around and you can build with. The defense is phenomenal. What's phenomenal? This is 2 weeks in a row. We went against 2 premier teams and shut that ass down. Mm-hmm. Shut that ass down. And they got premier defenses as well. But we made the necessary plays to go out there and win. You feel what I'm saying? And just as good as the defense was for us last night, it was damn near as good for the Detroit Lions. But we just made more plays. They was locking up yesterday. This is not one of them games where I'm coming out here like, man, he open. Jalen got to hit that right. This is not that. Because we know Jalen he ain't perfect. He can miss some throws. He can throw them out of bounds. He can overthrow. He has done that. And it's just like anybody else. He's done that. But last night wasn't one of those times because they was playing press man coverage and they was tight last night. I'm talking tight like spandex. You feel me? So I don't want to try to take nothing away from the Detroit Lions, but the better team won. And it should have went that way. The defense is phenomenal. We make Jalen Phillips that addition. Man, Howie Roseman, thank you again, because it is a phenomenal acquisition to our team. Along with Nolan Smith coming back and BG bringing some spark too. I love what they did last night. They was 0 for 5, which is 5 for 5 for defensive guys. 5 for 5 on 4th down. You completed no 4th downs all game long. That's blatant, kind of like disrespectful. You're just going to go out here and just keep going for it on 4th down. So you don't respect our D? You don't respect our defense? Okay, cool. We're going to show you how dominant and how physical we can be. And they did just that. You understand me?
That's Dan Campbell for you, though. I mean, when does he not freaking go for it on 4th down, you know?
For sure. That's what he does. But at some point in time, listen, you got to know when to hold him and when to fold him, when to walk away and when to run. And when you see that Eagles defense out there, you need to know when to hold. You need to hold them. You need to go ahead and fold them. Fold that shit up. Punt it, and we'll move on to the next series because that's what we did last night. Move on, and look at the field goal position or the position we were in. Majority of the night, and we still weren't getting points like that. So that's credit to the Lions defense as well. But our defense just played better. And when we talk about the offense, bro, the offense is the offense. I've been had my concerns. That's nothing new to me. It's nothing new. Nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I said I don't think it's going to get better. You know what I mean? Because he hasn't shown a little bit of daylight. a couple signs. Last night we had self-inflicted wounds though. If we get some big shit going, penalty. Another penalty. We had 3rd and 1. Up Tyler Sheen hitting the motherfucking hand and shit. Penalty. We got, you know what I mean? So it's self-inflicted wounds last night as well. That stopped our drives too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's always choppy. It's always choppy plays. It's never a smooth, fluid, nice drive the ball down the field like the 2022 offense kind of was. You know?
And we got put first, and we got opening touchdown drives the first 8 weeks of the damn season back in 2022. You feel what I'm saying?
Like, we have great moments, but we can't string them together consistently. That's the problem.
Last week we could have had an opening drive touchdown outfield, but Jalen fumbled. We was moving the ball downfield, 16 plays, 82 yards. Boom, he fumbles the fucking ball. You feel what I'm saying? But all in all, bro, my takeaway is the defense is phenomenal. I think by the end of the season, this is just me. Look how we look now. Look how we look now. Yeah. We still got 7 games left. And I think we're only going to go from here to here, getting better. Because week after week, it's the same guy doing the same things with the same team. You feel what I'm saying? And those young guys can learn and get better from any faults. And let's give some props to Dory Jackson. We know that he gave a touchdown up to Jameson Williams, but you got to playing corner. My man Twan about to come on, bro. About to come on in a minute. He knows as a corner, as a DB, you got to have a short memory, bro.
Yeah.
You get burnt like that for a touchdown in front of all them people at home. Everybody looking at you. He had a great play at the end of the game. It was 3rd down. Made the play on Amara St. Brown, the one who be doing all that fucking talking, and was a no-show last night. He been doing the most goddamn talking. Remember last year he was doing all that talking. Oh, if we would have played them, if our healthy defense is out there. I said healthy defense. Your healthy offense was out there last year, and your quarterback threw 3 interceptions in the divisional round. Fuck is you talking about? 4? Was it 4? Okay, 3 or 4. It ain't good. It ain't good. So you had your chance. You know what I'm saying? So shout to the Philadelphia Eagles defense. Big Fangio doing this thing. Offense going to have to get better. We still stagnant. You know what I'm saying? We got our days, but then we don't got our days. You know what I mean? And I just feel like if we was, more prepared offensively, play calling and coaching wise, I don't think we just scored 16 points. That's my opinion. My opinion. So that's where I'm at with that, man. What's up, Jordan?
I'm chilling, man. Y'all finished or y'all done?
Your famous line. Your famous line.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. No, honestly, the only takeaway I have from this game is I have a couple questions for y'all, right? Because I mean, this is y'all team, so like it's takeaways and questions. So clearly, the thing with Philadelphia, which would be concerning if I was a Philadelphia fan, would have to be you guys. Your offense right now.
Yeah.
The ball.
Yeah.
Points.
Yep.
That's clearly something that you have to be concerned about, and that has to be a takeaway for the past few weeks, especially, right? Like you're just not putting points on the board, and that has to be a worry because what happens, obviously you think that because there's certain games y'all won, and you would say, oh, it doesn't matter how we win, we win. If it comes to a game where we have to score a whole bunch of points, we're going to do that. If it comes to a situation where it depends. If it's a game where it's a tight game and you guys are going out there and it's 16-12, 15-12, or whatever it would be, y'all can win those types of games too. But at the end of the day, it still kind of has to be concerning. Are you not concerned about the offense on a larger scale when it gets down to the later end of the season? Like, isn't that something to worry about or no?
Go ahead, JF.
Well, absolutely. I mean, it's so, and it's the old cliche. Well, just the winning's covering it up, and that's true. I mean, the second we lose a game, what do you think the reasons? I mean, we don't know, but what do you think the reason is going to be why we lose that game? It's going to be the offense. So I think, I mean, we can't. Now, here's the thing: we're not playing really good offense, and we're beating some of the best teams in the NFL. So, like, that's, to answer your question, like, can we make a deep playoff run? Can we go back to back with this piss poor offense? The initial answer is to say no, but we're not playing really good offense right now. But we're beating teams like the Lions, and we're beating teams like the Packers in these low scoring, on the road and at home. So it's like, come playoff time, can you use that same formula and have success, or will you need to outscore opponents? And like the Rams, they're a bit of a, what if we have to go to LA and play like inside and play the Rams? They're a pretty, high powered offense. I think a game like that, you better bring some of your best offense that game. Might be a higher scoring game. So that would be my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it is a concern for me. I've been concerned as soon as I found out Kellen Moore was leaving. I've been concerned. Yeah,
Right.
I came into the season at a 5 because I said this is a new guy who's never done this before, and I don't know what the fuck he's going to do. Remember last year, Jordan? I said I don't know what Kellen Moore going to do. I can't say I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do with us. I know what he did with Dallas. It was number 1 offense, so I know he's good, but we're a different team. We're a different team, and it's going to be different. You feel what I'm saying? Turned out well. Well, we 10 weeks into the season, week 11, with Kevin Patullo as our OC, and we still looking like this. And we got AJ Devontae and Dallas Goedert on our fucking team. And we got Saquon. We can't even run the ball. The blocking schemes is different. What Kellen Moore did, all of that stuff matters from the front line on up. You know what I mean? And we be injured on the front line. Cam Jurgens just came back last night and went out the game. Don't know how long Lane Johnson gonna be out. He went out with a Liz Frank injury. They say it's not gonna be surgery needed, but he gonna be on IR, so that's an automatic 4 games missed. You know what I mean? So a lot of that shit plays a part too. But bro,
he just hurt too. He was on that cart in Green Bay getting wheeled. Yeah, so I mean, this is not good. Not good. Not good.
It's not good. No, it's not good at all. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, look, it is concerning. I'm not about to sit up here and lie to you, Playboy. But the thing is, I know that we can still win close ball games. I'm not out here nervous like, oh man, we gonna look, because we win close ball games. You know what I mean? And our offense is one of those offenses like right now. Next week we can go out there and throw over 300 yards. Like you know what I mean? Like we did against Minnesota, Brian Flores type defense. Throw for 300 yards or throw for this. You know what I mean? You just don't know. So is it concerning? Yes, but I'm still confident that we can go out there and win those games.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you when it comes to that. It just goes to what I'm saying is that I think you can be. I think obviously you're going to be confident, but it's similar to what the Kansas City. Remember from last year, how they was winning all types of close games, and they was like what 16-1 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was. And everyone kind of knew, like, yeah, but they damn well could have been 8-8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now if the ball just drops a different way, or football's a game of inches. And that's the problem, I would say, for the team. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we know you can win close games, but football, it can go just off and if games are like this, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, the Eagles just gonna go and keep doing it all the way up to the Super Bowl again. It's hard to go back to back. So I just don't feel that it's feasible if you continue to move the ball like this. I don't think it's feasible. But the defense is playing well, so that's why the defense can always put you in the. But then there's gonna be moments where the defense is not gonna be able to stop some teams or whatever the case may be, in a run. So that's what's going to be concerning for me for Philadelphia. But all in all, y'all are playing great defense, and that's pretty much what's been happening for a while now. Defense have been stepping up. So I mean, I think you guys should be, you should be happy about that. I feel like no matter what, football is complementary sport. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to sit there and act like, there's going to be moments when sometimes your offense is going to be moving, but as long as your defense is out there, making things difficult for the opponent's team. And you already know when you put pressure on a golf, it's going to be hard for a brother.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen that before. You know what I'm saying? So, man.
Golf ain't no Lamar Jackson, that's for sure.
So that's all I would have to say about that. Just seeing what type of concern level y'all at, because y'all are, struggling to move the ball.
Oh yeah, it's definitely still some concern. I'm not. Yeah, last year I had no concern. Last year I had no concern. This year I do have concern. It's that offense for sure. So I just hope, man. I hope they get it together, bro. Go ahead, JF.
Well, I mean, it's not just a concern. I mean, it's not just a concern for me or him. I mean, go online and look at all the hashtag fire KP, hashtag fire. It's everywhere. It's like a movement right now.
Yeah,
the fan base is pissed off, man. They're pissed
high
off.
low. We Shane Steichen. We Brian Johnson.
Yeah.
Kevin Moore.
Yeah.
Kevin Patullo.
So, that means we'll probably, if we have to even sacrifice them, we'll have to upgrade next year, I guess. Then.
Right now, hopefully this shit. God damn. Let me ask you a question, JF.
Yeah.
Is Kevin Patullo worse than Brian Johnson?
Probably.
Probably,
yeah. Probably. He clearly is, actually. I think more than probably. Yeah.
Because listen, we were still scoring 28. We was complaining about play calling and all of that type of shit. You know what I mean? But it was no complaining about getting the ball.
Yeah.
Can't get this guy the ball. This guy trying to get him. If they're gonna double A, okay, cool. You know what I mean? He did do, it was the play calling issues with him and other things, but it wasn't as bad as this right here, right now, what we got with Kevin Patullo. So I don't know,
it's,
bro.
yeah, it's really bad.
Bro.
I remember I was at the Rams game. They had, I think, 25 or 30 yards of offense in the first half. It was so bad this year. I'll never forget that game because I've been to many games, and I said that was the worst offensive half of football I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, bro. Bad,
Ever.
bro.
I mean, 30 yards in a half of football.
My thing is this though, yo, and this is for me, and I, obviously I know other people kind of say the similar things, and it's like, okay, so you have a coach, then you have players, okay, and it's like it's like if you have the 2017 Warriors, you could have had any coach up in there. You have the players, and they're gonna be able to score the ball. They're gonna be able to play basketball because they're just that good. You guys have good players on offense. I'm not saying that sometimes coach doesn't matter, but you also need players, and y'all have the players. At the end of the day, y'all are still expected to at least score some points, bro, and move that ball. You can't just sit there and just be like the coaching. Yeah, but also coaching comes down to having the players, and y'all have the players, man. Yeah. So it's not. I'm not just going to sit there and just be like, oh, it's always the coach. No, it's your players too now.
But
it's players as well. So it can't. It's one way, but there's the other way as well. You can't just go and exclude that.
Right.
I just think the
you can have a not so great coach and you can have with football too. You can have a different type of coach, but if you have, at the end of the day, you have to have good players, and y'all have top level players.
Yeah.
On the offensive side of the ball. So it's like you can't just sit there and always just be like offensive coordinator. Y'all have the talent to score anyway.
No, but here's the thing. We do, and everything you're saying is correct. But you still in football, you have to call plays that's going to get you open. This is not like basketball, bro. I get what you're saying with the Warriors. Yeah. You had everybody, blah, 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 blah. But bro, in football, bro, like this is an 11-man sport, and it takes everybody, bro. Like, and when if it's the wait a minute, you got to be able to scheme guys open, and you got to call plays at the right time. It's the time you call plays against that defense, all that type of shit. So I think all of that stuff play a part. We do got but just how you say we got the players to do this shit, you've seen us put up crazy numbers, right? The play calling was great, and then you see us put up bullshit numbers, and the play calling is terrible. It's right there in front of your face. Go ahead.
Okay, so now the thing is, now I don't know if you watch a lot of stuff on Twitter, or watch a lot of stuff on YouTube.
I don't even got Twitter, bro. Keep it real with you.
So I'm just there's I know you see sometimes those clips of Jalen Hurts. There's people open, bro.
Yeah.
Open.
Yeah.
And if he gets them the ball, it might be a different story, but it doesn't go that way. And all I'm saying is, hold on, Big Mike. So all I'm saying is, and nothing's wrong with that. Like, there's gonna be, no one's perfect. This happens with all the best of them. Every quarterback, every team. This is not just but that happens quite a bit for you. This is not just a thing where it's like a one-off. It happens a lot. So all it is maybe before he's putting the ball into the right people's hands and they're making plays. But now that you can see that and this is not just a one-off. And if you see the Twitter and sometimes you see like people open quite a bit, bro.
They're all on Instagram, and some of those videos are misconstrued because somebody could be open, but he's already throwing the ball because he hadn't came open yet. He got pressure in his face. You see what I'm saying? Some of those videos are misconstrued.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. Okay. I'm not saying. I'm just saying like we can go in a thing about if you thinking it's that, I think it's not. That the thing is that happens, bro. That happens quite a bit, and it happens. It's happening quite a bit this year.
It happens to a lot all the time. It ain't
cool, but we just talking about this team at the moment. But that's what happens. So what I'm saying is that is also kind of like it's also the players as well. So it can't just always be the offensive coordinator. The players also gotta do their job.
Yeah, I said Jalen ain't perfect. He'll miss a throw here. He'll do that. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But how many times is it that versus terrible play calling? I think it's way higher on the play calling end. I
It's a
would.
combination of both.
It may be, but it's going to be way higher on this end than that part right there. That's a fact. I don't care how you look at it.
Yeah, and that's where we that depends on how you, if you're saying it's like 80-20, like no, if it's 60-40,
ain't no 40. I'm sorry. I'm not going with no 40. Sorry. I'm not going to let you do that. You can hang that shit up.
What do you think about that?
Who, me?
Yeah. No, you already said your opinion on it.
Okay. Go ahead, JF.
I wouldn't say it's 60-40. I wouldn't go that crazy. I would say though, here's to Jordan's credit, I mean, I do think Jalen Hurts, it's not all on Kevin Patullo. There are some plays Jalen Hurts has. We're both in agreement that he's not been perfect. And that's fine. Here's the thing though, it's like Jalen Hurts, I guess just his track record and his history in the league, I mean, from going back to the 2022 Super Bowl where he arguably outperformed Patrick Mahomes in that Super Bowl, I mean, he can show you that he can pass the ball. I mean, he can make the plays and whatnot. So as to this year, why it's not happening like it did in previous seasons or, last year, 2022, most of 2023, I don't know. That's the thing. It's maybe it's almost like it couldn't. Maybe it's not even like. Maybe it's all like just mental and just the way they're meshing and just it's something in the locker. I mean, we're not trying to assume or anything, but what if it's not even like? What if they just don't like each? Like, and I'm not trying to make like accusations, but like, what if it's so bad in that locker room with the offense versus the defense and Kevin Patullo and all that, like where they don't like each other and they go out on game day and it's like they just don't like each other. It's bad body language, bad vibes. Like I don't know.
Here's another thing, and I know you got to go, Jay, because you got some other things going on with another show. This is what I'll say too. This is a prime example how a narrative can follow you throughout your whole career. In college, we know Jalen had his issues with throwing or whatever the case may be, but he also had big time moments, big time plays, and whole game, all of that type of shit, right?
Yeah.
But the narrative is that, he can't throw. Remember when he got benched at the halftime with Alabama, he was 3 for 8, 21 yards, and I think he had 47 yards on the ground. I don't think he had any interceptions at that time, if I'm not mistaken. They took him out. In comes Tua Tagovailoa, and they win the championship, right? All right, cool. The very next year, he goes out there. Tua gets hurt. Tua throwing interceptions over the place. We're down. We're losing. We, as in Alabama, we losing because I'm an Alabama fan. We're losing. Who comes in and saves the day? Jalen Hurts. He goes to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
In second in Heisman.
Yeah.
Heisman.
Last night on the intro, he said roll Sooners on a Sunday Night Football intro.
That's what he be saying, roll Sooner. So he goes there, is second in Heisman.
Yeah.
Improves his throwing. You know what I mean? And then the narrative that was that, it's still stuck there. And then he comes to the NFL. Early on, you see the issues. 2021, you see the issue, but still made the playoffs, right? 2022, you see the increase in throwing ability. We go to the Super Bowl, and the narrative is still there with him, even though he's showing you he can throw the ball and put it where you need to put it. It's a narrative that always just rides and rides and rides with you, and don't nobody want to let it go, even when he's showing you that he can do it. Even when he's showing you, you know what I mean? So the narrative could just stay with you for your whole career, bro, and motherfuckers just don't want to let it go.
Yeah, it's just it's just people. It's funny. Jalen Hurts, just like he's almost universally known for just being kind of nationally disrespected. Kinda. I don't know why he's like in the history of football. Like he's like just the guy that like is so cool, calm, and collected. He just goes under the radar. He has these cool fortune cookie quotes at the press conferences. He wins. He's like what, like 65 and 8 and 12 in his like freaking last like 4 years. I don't know, but like he just like he does everything right. He has high performing games in the Super Bowl, 400 yards out throwing Patrick Mahomes. He had like this year against the Vikings on the road, 300 yards, good passing games. He has performances like that. He can do it. Yes, he's a running quarterback. I mean, the guy is built like a freaking brick house. The guy's gonna be a runner, but
they they just sweep it up under the rug like it don't.
Yeah. Do you think he's underrated, or you think he's properly rated? Like people have him.
Well, I think he's. I do think like I do think since
seven.
I think since they won the Super Bowl last year, he's been more properly rated. I think there's been a lot more people. I go on like social media. I see the thing where people say like top 5 lists, and you start to see him more on those lists. I'll be honest than you did like the year before they won the Super Bowl, obviously. But you have the Cam Newtons. You have the people that want to just start shit and just don't, that just no matter what he does isn't enough for them.
But I think Cam Newton still has it. Oh, Cam Newton didn't have him in the top 10, did he? I don't think Cam Newton. Where did,
Yeah, well, it might have been like Dan Orlovsky or something. I don't know. Somebody didn't have him in the top 10. Yeah,
Well,
and that's just ridiculous. I mean, if you don't have him in the top 5, I think that's ridiculous. But you cannot have him in not.
Hey, but you're gonna have that. Jalen Hurts isn't the only quarterback to have these types of things on him, so it's not like
Oh, fair. Yeah, there's a few
but
others.
for the most part, people do have him in the top 10 as a quarterback. So I don't think like he's not as rated as because some people might overrate him if you say, oh, he's like a top 2 or top 3. But then if someone gets him out, then he's like underrated if he's like maybe out of the top 10. So
let me tell you, I don't respect because people have different opinions, right? But they flip-flop. First, Cam Newton, he's elite. Oh, you can't talk about who he got. He's elite. He's top, he's this and then he's not. I don't respect nothing he say. I don't respect nothing he say. Because you
can smell the bias. You watch him on TV, he hates us.
Jalen Hurts is a disrespected athlete. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They talk about him like he ain't shit. You know what I mean? Then when he go out there, people you don't have to do it 300 yards every week. You know what I mean? It don't have to be that. Niggas out here doing that and ain't winning shit. They can't even get to the big dance. They can't. And he's got this guy and got this guy. Did you watch him 2021? We had none of them niggas. We made the playoffs with that sorry ass team. Sorry ass team. And he was elevating the level of the players around him that was niggas from the practice squad. They ain't even in the fucking league no more. But hey, it is what it is, though, man. I guess we're gonna have to continue to deal with the disrespect of Jalen Hurts. It's all good, though. It is what it is. My man JF, appreciate you, my guy. I know you got to ride, baby. You know what I'm saying? Me and my Twan about to get on this thing and finish this thing out, baby. Appreciate you for coming on, bro.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Appreciate it as always. Until next time, go Birds.
For sure, man. Hey, what's the podcast you going on? You going on another podcast to talk about it?
Yeah, me and my boy Steve, we started. It's J&S, Justin and Steve. It's our first pilot episode today, the J&S sports show. We're going to just like we do here, just about 45 minutes an hour, talk some sports. And he's a big Eagles fan, Philly guy, so we're going to get it popping here in a minute. So,
well, if you already know, if you need anybody to come on that motherfucker, hit my line.
You guys. Yeah.
So
I got you guys. Appreciate you, Big Mike. Appreciate you, Jordan.
Jordan probably come on. You know I want to come on. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep. So am I good to exit out of this then, or will it save, or like whatever?
Go ahead, do your thing, bro. Your Wi-Fi is pretty good, so when you see that 100%, you good.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll hit the bottom right exit button then. Okay. See you guys.
Right, yep.
Peace.
Okay, Jordan. Me and you and my guy, Twan about to come on this motherfucker. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Twan ain't been on here in a minute. You know what I'm saying? We got to go ahead and get him up on here. I think he's feeling good. 49ers is winning. They beat the Cardinals yesterday. What was it? 40? They put 40 up on them. They put 40 up on them. 45, man.
It's Jordan.
40 piece.
What's up? What's up, Tweezy? What's going on?
40 on them boys, man. Hey, man, but look, though. Let's continue. Hey, did you want to say anything about the Eagles Lions? Did you have anything to say real quick, or before we move on?
We need let's push on because I gotta leave in like.
Okay, cool. That's cool. We'll push on. That's cool.
I did want to say something, but it's
okay. Look, look. When you leave, you know what I mean. Look, we're gonna keep on with the show. You know what I mean. You leave, you know what I mean. I know he went. Huh?
My bad, Twan. You a big part of the show. Speak your mind, man. Speak a piece, baby.
Yeah, I know you. Listen, we'll cover your Ravens next, and you can get the fuck up out of here. I know you want to talk about motherfucker. You know what I mean? I know you
probably not really. I know. I'm gonna try and stay as long as possible. You know what I'm saying? There's not much happening on the Ravens anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, bro. What you want to say about the Eagles Lions, man? What's up?
Hey, shout out to Philadelphia Eagles. Improved to 8-2 on the season. Now this is a very good football team, whether you like it or not. This is a good football team. And the opponent that they played last night, that was a good football team. So I just don't want to hear, the Eagles ain't playing nobody who had they beat. And this, that, and the third. Y'all know I'm not an Eagles fan. Y'all know I'm a Niners fan. I'm faithful. But I'm just saying this is a good football team. You know what I'm saying? Big bro, congratulations to your team for getting that dub against Detroit. They beat a good football team last night. Period. Point blank, the end. I don't want to hear shit else about the Eagles and who they played.
Played
Or,
all.
you know what I'm saying?
That strip of schedule tough.
I just week in and week out, man, I just keep seeing them being in these, you know what I'm saying, these gritty games, and they just keep coming out on top. You know what I'm saying? They just keep coming out on top. Even the loss that they had with Denver, you know, that was a gritty game too as well. The Giants game was kind of a fluke, but other than them two losses, man, I believe the Philadelphia Eagles is for real, and that's why they sitting at the top of the division. They sitting at the top of the NFC conference right now. They doing their thing, man. And Detroit, they ain't no pushovers. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
Jahmyr Gibbs and them boys, J-Mo, them boys gonna compete. They showed last night that they will compete. It don't really matter. They probably came into the game feeling like they was the better team.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they like, you know, I'm gonna compete too.
That's okay though.
And they showed that's okay. I liked it. I liked it the game last night. That was actually a very good defensive game, like, you know, chess match. You know, who gonna give in, who ain't, you know, very nitty, tough, you know, gritty, physical game. You know, that's what I make out of that. But that was a hell of a game though by the Eagles, man, to pull that out, man. The Eagles is for real deal, you know, and Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback as well. So all the Cam Newton hype and shit like that, man, don't feed into all of that. You know, Jalen Hurts is for real. You know, he's a winner. He don't have to have 200 yards passing every game, like Big Bro said. You know, he's a good player because he can put his team and he can carry his team and still get it done. Like, he make good decisions. He's not throwing 3-4 interceptions a game. He's not turning it over like that. He's very well rounded. You know what I'm saying? Very, you know, very conservative guy. Like, he's just a smart guy. You know, so, and smart guys, you know, tend to, you know, out strategize other teams and they got, you know. So, and that's what I've seen out of Jalen. So I don't really want to hear nothing else about Jalen not being elite as well. You know, I feel like that's an elite player right there. So, you know, shout out to you again, Big Bro, for y'all team getting a dub. You know, Eagles is for real deal. Right now, the Eagles is number 1 and my Niners is number 7. So if the playoffs was to start right now, you know, we would have to go see them. You know, we would have to see them in Lincoln, and, you know, we know about the history.
You're happy that the season doesn't end now, so it don't really matter, do it.
You know, my team, you know, we just as like we the same way, like we had a gritty football team as well, you know what I'm saying? Injuries and all, you know. I can't speak for everybody, you know, but I don't think, you know what I'm saying, a lot of you teams out there that was banged up like this, y'all wouldn't be getting it done. I just don't think so. You know what I'm saying? We seen that with your team. No offense, Mr. Jordan, Baltimore Ravens. We seen that, you know, when y'all down, y'all don't get it done, you know. So I ain't throwing no shots or nothing like that. I'm just saying, you know, this is just an example of, like, you know, if your team hurt, can y'all still get it done? Or if y'all missing players in the lineup, if y'all don't have a Lamar out there or can y'all still get it done? You know, and I can't say that for 32 teams in the league.
49ers well coached.
Can't say that for my team. I'll tell you that. With no Lamar Jackson, our team is a bag of shit.
And that's why I said I ain't trying to throw shots. It's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Lamar go down. He missed what, 3-4 games? 3. You know, and they didn't do a damn thing. You know, they lost every game. You know what I'm saying?
No, they didn't. We didn't lose every game. We won one game.
Beat the Bears.
Which was the important game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tyler Huntley. Okay, he did. Okay, my mistake. But,
yeah,
you know,
he got one. But that was with what's his name? When they had was it Cooper? Who was it?
Cooper Rush.
Is it Rush?
Cooper Rush. They didn't do nothing.
I don't know why. That just don't make no sense, right, Big Mike? If you're gonna have someone, at least have someone that is similar to a Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
It's like you changing the whole offense,
right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the Baltimore offense. Yeah, that's the type of offense y'all run. And if Tyler Huntley, he's a similar type of Lamar, you know, being that he got legs. I'm not saying of that stature. I'm just saying he got legs. He can run that offense. You know, that RPO shit, you know, that they do, you know, whatever you want to call it, pistol.
That's what we need to start doing more. And I meant to say that when we was talking about, you know what I mean, the Eagles. We don't, like, the RPO is non-existent.
Yeah.
Like that's a problem. Remember, I said at the beginning of the season, I said, I hope this dude don't come in here and try to reinvent the wheel. Did I not say that? Did I not say that?
Big bro.
Where's we ain't running Jalen as much. We not motherfucking running the RPO. Shit's just not the same.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
But remember what I said though about the Eagles as well. maybe Kevin Patullo got something up his sleeve. Him and Nick Sirianni, you know, they tricksters.
He is a trickster, and I hope that's the case.
So look, maybe they just waiting to go into the arsenal and pull out different shit when it come to crunch time. You know, to get it done. I'm just saying
that would be phenomenal. Being that we ain't running Jalen like that, you know what I mean, and go through a whole season, like you said, ain't doing them because when Jalen running the ball, bro, it's a problem.
Yeah, it is a problem.
It's a fucking problem.
I can say that about Lamar. I can say that about any quarterback that got legs.
But at least they still doing it.
Yeah, they doing it.
Why would you get away from doing RPO with Lamar Jackson? I don't give a fuck who the OC is.
No,
doesn't matter.
You said Lamar.
I'm just saying in general, Lamar, guys that can run.
No, I'm just saying because Baltimore don't do that.
No, I know they don't.
Lamar doesn't run the ball at all this year at all, bro.
No, that's not what I'm saying. When I said Baltimore don't get away from running RPO, that's what they do.
Yes.
No, we do that, but Lamar Jackson don't be running the ball though.
No, that's fine. But listen, RPO. When you got a guy, a running back and a quarterback that can run, your quarterback can run as well. That was the bread and butter for us.
Right.
That was one of the bread and butters, bro. It's like, why do you stop? I said, I hope he don't come in and try to reinvent the wheel.
I think he did, and I think this is how he doing it.
Oh my God.
In my opinion, I think this is how he do it. So he don't run RPO, he run empty, and he does a design run with Jalen.
Yeah,
I guess that's his reinvention.
Bro, no, it's not. No. We've been doing that. When Jalen kiked that motherfucking tape, we've been doing that for years. Yeah. But it's just not hardly that, and it's not we did a couple RPO plays last night.
Right.
A few. That should be damn near all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But listen.
Yeah, we can move on.
Let's move on, man, because I just feel like it's some new king to the AFC West. The Chiefs had their reign. They 5-5 in their division right now, and they're third in their division. You feel what I'm saying? They lost the game yesterday on the game with the field goal to the Broncos, who are now at the top. What, they're 8-2? 9-2. 8-2 heading into the bye week. You know what I mean? We know New England's 9-2 right now. 8-2, and the Chiefs are 5-5, third in the AFC West. You feel what I'm saying? We've seen the Chiefs be dominant for years. They haven't went nowhere less than the AFC Championship game in the Pat Mahomes era. But do you feel this will be the first time we see the Kansas City Chiefs miss the playoffs in the Pat Mahomes era? Talk to us, Twan.
They are 9-2. That's my mistake. Sorry about that. Denver, they're 9-2. They moved to 9-2 after the win.
9-2. Okay.
Yeah, after the win against Kansas City last night. Now, I had Denver from the jump. You know, I had them to make the playoffs. I said, you know what? Yep. This is a very, you know what I'm saying, defensive led team. You know, you know, Sean Payton.
We ain't picked on the division though. Yeah. We ain't know. We were scared.
Yeah, we didn't. And this is another football team that just keeps getting it done, man. Like, you know, 9-2 now, you know, top of the AFC, you know, top of the AFC West. Yeah. Now, so far as, you know, is the Chiefs' reign over with? I can't say. It's a far stretch for me. Definitely a far stretch. I do think the Chiefs, you know what I'm saying, being that they did drop to 5-5 yesterday, I do think they will be okay. And the only reason I say that because you got the Chargers that's in front of them sitting at 7-4, and the Chiefs is at 5-5. So in reality, being that the Chiefs just had a bye week and that the Chargers is only really a game ahead of them and a loss ahead of them because they got 4 losses and the Chiefs got 5. I think they'd be okay because I looked at the Chargers schedule and they got a nice stretch of teams, you know what I'm saying, that they can't be able to get it done. They might take a few losses, you know what I'm saying? So I think the Chiefs is fine so far as still making the playoffs. I don't think they miss, you know, they still got Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid, you know what I'm saying, running the show. I don't really think they miss. And I just did my homework, you know, just seeing that the Chargers, you know, I think after they had how they got stumped out last, I know you've seen that. They got stumped out by the Jaguars on the road. So it shows that they're not a good road team, you know. Yeah, they got that. So the Jags, you know, stumped them out. So when I seen that, I was just like, you know, I think the Chiefs will be fine even after the loss. They can afford the loss. You know, they sitting at 5-5. I do think they get in over the Chargers.
Yo, you are bugging out right now, Twan.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I almost forgot that Jordan here has been with the Chargers since day one, and I just never seen why. You know, I still think this is a very.
I mean, they 7-4. What are you talking about?
I still think they fraudulent.
Whoa! Hold on. You came out here a couple weeks ago and said the Chargers was trash.
Oh,
you said that. You said the Chargers was trash. A few weeks ago, you
I
said
said they're trash. Like
yeah, that's what you said, huh?
That they're dog shit.
You said they were trash. Do I need to pull the clip for you? I'll pull the clip for you.
I
Don't worry
mean,
about it.
whether or not they're 7-4, they can be trash and be 7-4. They're 7-4.
7-4.
How they trash at 7-4?
7-4. Okay, 7-4. They're very mediocre, fraudulent team. And I'm gonna tell you why. They get against the good opponents and they don't get it done.
And they get 2-0 and 3-0. Niggas say, "How about
what?
remember that shit?
Yeah.
How about them Chargers? It was 3-0. Then you said they was trash.
They don't get it done when it was like against the good teams. You know, they're you know the wins that they got. You know, it's not very impressive. They don't have an impressive resume, but they are 7-4. I do think this is a mediocre, fraudulent football team. I don't think they're going, and if they do go, they're out. Probably literally the first game.
Yeah, remember because we was talking about influence. Nick said, "Where's his influence?" And I said, "I know Jim Harbaugh. That's influence. He go to Stanford, build him up. Niners, build him up. Michigan, build him up, go win national championship. With the Chargers, look, the Chargers is trash. Well, wait a minute. You was on the Chargers. Now they trash. Now they good again. I don't know. Keep going.
I don't know.
I'll pull it up for you. Don't worry.
Well, I know the Philadelphia Eagles is schedule in the next 2 weeks, so I want to see if they can get it done against an elite team like that. Now, if they can, I'll come on the show and willingly apologize to you for saying that the Chargers is a very mediocre, fraudulent team.
No, the thing is, they can be. The thing is, no, but Twan, they can be mediocre. All right, they can be mediocre. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta, whether or not, you still have to be. They're 7-4. They have some games, but the Chiefs, they have less now of. They can't, they can't miss these opportunities now. They got the Colts coming up, bro.
I mean, listen, that was a divisional game, bro. On the road. That wasn't that like that was a loss.
What I'm saying, they got the Colts coming up, brother. They got the Colts, and they still got a Denver game at the end near the ending of the season.
I understand.
And they have to play the Chargers again because they already lost to them.
I understand that though, but this the thing with me. Other teams outside of the division ain't gonna play you as hard as I'm gonna play you. Like teams in the division tend to play you way harder than any team that's coming from outside of a division or a different conference, bro. And that's we see that, you know what I'm saying? We see that with every team in every conference, bro. The other team that's in that conference seem to play, that team harder. Being that the Broncos is in the same division as the Chiefs, they're gonna play them very hard, bro. It's not gonna be a pushover ass game. You know what I'm saying? The Denver Broncos is good as well, but
that's what I'm trying to say to you. Whether or not it's a game like that is what I'm saying is that they have less chance of they can't mess up now. You know what I'm saying? Like because they're gonna play Denver again, and they have the Colts. So what are you trying to say? They run the table? What are you talking about? What are we saying right now?
The Chiefs. I'm saying the Chiefs. I said what I've said. I said the Chiefs. I don't feel they have a worry. I feel like they can afford that L right there. I feel like they still good on so far as not missing the playoffs. That's what I said. Now making a run and all that, I never said that. I just said I believe the Chiefs are just fine. I don't believe that they miss. I believe it's the Chargers instead, a team that you is vouching for.
Man, look.
All I'm saying is that the Chargers, they're 7-4, okay, and they already have they have a few wins where they're more likely going to win, but the Chiefs have also a few games where it's going to be tough. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
they know how to win.
Shoot, yeah, but they're 5-5 for a reason, just like my ball club. I'm 5 for a reason.
Well, to their credibility, a lot, some guys got hurt, but they still a good football team. You know what I'm saying? 5-5 or not. Now, you want to talk about who was he just talking about that was, I guess a good ball team, a good football team, but either way, the Chiefs is a good ball team, and I know Big Bro know that, and I know you know that as well. They got Pat Mahomes,
Look, I'm looking at it like this. The Chargers, you hit them in their mouth. The Chargers, I don't think they really win tough football games.
So you with me on this side of things. So you basically saying the same thing I'm saying.
Listen, will they miss the playoffs? Man, it's gonna come down to week 18. Because just how we talk about the Chiefs the Chargers and I'm not confident in it. They got us. I think anybody could beat the Raiders. They got us, and they did beat the Chiefs. They beat the Chiefs in week 1. anything can happen in week 1. You know what I mean? I think they'll split that. They got the Cowboys. Just seen the Jags go ahead and run these motherfuckers, man. And the Cowboys got good-ass offense with Javonte Williams, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Jake Ferguson. Huh? No. I'm with you, but I'm talking about the Chargers, when it comes to like tough games, they just, and the Texans, they got the Texans. The Texans defense is just as good as a lot of teams in the NFL, a lot of the top defenses in the NFL, and they got the Broncos again too. So I think neither one of them really afford to just be coming out here losing. Neither one of them. That's the thing. You know what I mean? So it's gonna come down. It's gonna come down to week 18. That's the answer. It's gonna come down to week 18. If it comes down to the AFC West having 2 teams to make the playoffs, we know the Broncos is solidified. They're gonna be in there. It's gonna come down to week 18 with the Chargers, what they do, and with the Chiefs, whatever they do against the Chargers. Watch this. Depending on how the season unfolds, they got the Broncos the last game. What if the Broncos already got some shit locked up?
They gonna have some shit locked up.
Okay, so what that means is the Chargers is gonna be out there playing against second stringers, get with they starters. You know what I mean? But at the same time, the Chiefs got the Raiders.
It just depends on who
week 18, bro. Who went out?
It just depends on who went out. Like basically, like who gonna win that gauntlet? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna win?
Big Mike, you're making the points, which is, and this is why it's tough, because they have to play each other.
Yep.
Right? They have to play each other. So that's obviously an important game.
Yeah.
They both play the Raiders.
Yep.
All right. They both play the Raiders. Broncos, if they have it wrapped up, that's a win for the Chargers too. So it's like that game against the Chiefs is going to be important. That game against the Chiefs can be important. You know what I'm saying? So I don't just think that the Chiefs are going to go, like, they can't afford to lose games right now. They 5-5. It's the same thing, but we can't afford to. They can't afford to lose games.
Basically what you're saying is the Chiefs or the Chargers got a little more breathing room because they 7-4 and the Chiefs is 5-5. But even still, they both can't go out here and just be losing.
Yeah, that's not enough breathing room, big bro. We talking about literally a game behind somebody in the loss category.
I'm with you, but what I'm saying is this: they still have a little more. If we 7-4, you 5-5, I got a little bit more breathing room than you do. I got a little bit more
for now.
For now. That's why it's gonna come down to week 18. But as far as the Chiefs' reign, that shit over with.
Yeah, so far as like a bowl or anything, I don't think so. This is not the same team for that.
Me personally, this is me. And now a AFC West division fan, or the AFC teams may think different. Beating the Chiefs for me, it's like beating a mediocre team. It's like beating the middle of the pack team now. If you ask me, it's not like because they don't have Super Bowl hopes. Now anything goes in the playoffs, right? Experience, all of that. But I'm just saying, what you see right now, this is not the Chiefs that we know. If you go out there and beat the Chiefs last year, a couple years ago, whatever, oh shit. Yeah. Oh shit. You feel what I'm saying? But right now, look at them. You're 5-5.
They struggle.
Their name has been up here for so long. And if you beat them, it's not off. You're not gonna get no clout from me for just go out there slapping the Chiefs because of how they look right now.
Right.
You feel me? They're 5-5. They are third in the AFC West. That's not a good team, bro. It's not, my nigga. So, I mean, that's why I was like, if the Ravens gonna beat the Chiefs, y'all gotta beat their ass now, bro, because they not the same.
Yeah.
They not. You know what I mean? So, I mean, they both can't afford to lose. So we'll see how it go, bro. But as far as they reign is over. But I can't give you I can't say yes, they're making it, and yes, they're gonna miss it.
I think they will, though. That's my opinion. Yeah, I think they make it.
You think the Chargers are going ahead and fall on off?
I think they lose. I think they lose more games in the stretch than the Chiefs.
Okay,
honestly, and that's
how come you're saying them instead of the Jaguars?
The Jaguars is in you could be. I mean, the Chiefs and the Chargers could make it. Could be 3 teams, but that mean the Ravens would have.
The Jaguars won't fall off. Like, you believe in the Prince? You believe in that team over there? You really do?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I never said that, Jordan. And you're actually right. You know what I'm saying? You're actually right. You know what I'm saying? The Jags, I mean, it could, the Chiefs could outdo the Jags and the Chargers outdo the Jags, and both the Chargers and the Chiefs get in. And that's 3 teams from the AFC West again, just like last year. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in the Jags. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe they should have all those wins like that. I think they're a very fraudulent team as well. But like I said, They
They got
can't
a pretty
outdo that.
schedule. They got Cardinals and Titans.
Look,
And then
this
they
why
have both.
only reason
Yeah.
I brought the Chargers up. I think you have a better chance of kind of like getting the Chargers out the way because y'all in the same division, and you are only one game behind the Chargers in all. You know what I'm saying? Reality, like you only one game behind them, so that's why I say I went on and threw the Chiefs out there. I'm not thinking about the Jags because yes, they can get in over the Jags, but you need to beat somebody out in your division.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go and solidify your spot, and you could do that by getting the Chargers out the way, and that's why I spoke on them.
Where you at, Jordan? They make it or they miss it? Chiefs make it or do they miss it?
Yeah, I think they probably gonna miss it. No, I think they can make it, but it's not gonna be out of the Chargers. It's gonna be because of Jacksonville.
So you think Jacksonville gonna get in there?
Jacksonville will come out.
They got an easier schedule.
Okay.
They got the Colts. They got the Colts twice, and they got the Broncos. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay. That's not a gun.
I think the Cardinals. It's not a gun, but I don't believe in the Jaguars. Is what I'm saying. You think you believe in them, regardless of whatever teams they play.
Hold on now. Did I ever say I believed in the Jags?
Yeah, you did. You said they're gonna make the playoffs.
I did say that.
You said they're gonna make the playoffs.
I told you that. I didn't say. I didn't tell.
Well, I'm
Jordan.
sitting right here, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Jordan. Like, why would you feel like? Yeah, me and Big Bro talk, but why would you feel like it's all? Don't even worry about it, bro. I don't think they'll make it, bro. Over the Chiefs, I don't.
Okay, let's move on, man. Sticking with the NFL, we seen a shootout yesterday with the Buffalo Bills and Jordan's Baker Mayfield guy. That's just Jordan. He like the bake show. That's his man. You out there? You feel
hit the Baltimore one because it's about 10 o'clock. Hit the Baltimore one before you go to the Bills one.
Okay, so he got a slide. Listen, okay, so let's talk about the Baltimore Ravens, man. They captured a fourth straight win with a Mark Andrews late game touchdown versus the Cleveland Browns, and it was a gritty game. I mean, that's a team that's not going anywhere and was struggling with the Cleveland Browns. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, are you excited about the direction that the Baltimore Ravens are headed now? Fourth straight win, Lamar back healthy. You got Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely out there, D. Henry, Keaton Mitchell, all the guys is out there. You got guys back on defense. Are you excited about where they're headed? Based off how the season started.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you're saying based off how the season started, of course, it's been
in general.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll do both. So based off how we started,
that's a given. Excited. Absolutely,
yeah,
for sure.
That's a given. Yeah. The direction that we headed in at the moment, I think that it's crazy because our defense has gotten better, obviously, but who we have played is also important as well, right? Like we haven't played anybody that's out there screaming, that they can put up a bunch of points on the board, right?
Right.
And I don't feel that we, I feel like this way until we get over 500, until we get above the Steelers, because we're gonna have to play them.
It might have,
but then A-Rod is hurt too now.
Yeah,
and the Steelers that have been fumbling the bag. It's not like they haven't. They've been fumbling the bag, even though they're 16. They've been fumbling, because they had a however lead on us, and they've been fumbling.
Yep.
So right now, I'm excited in that direction, but I don't think that I'm not sitting here going, "Hey, we back now." No, nigga, we ain't back worth shit because it's not like in these past few games we haven't been putting points on the board. We You know what I'm saying? And we were the number one team in the red zone last year.
Yep.
We almost near dead last in the red zone right now. We can't put the ball in the end zone. We can't punch the ball. And some of that has to do with Lamar not being there at the time. But even when Lamar has been there, now the past couple of games, like the first game he came back, he had 4 tuds. But now we can't put the ball in the end zone. I don't know why we can't put the ball in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? And that is a worrying sign for me. You know what I'm saying? That's a worrying sign for me because we cannot be doing that, especially if we want to try and make it in the playoffs. We're not going to be able to do that. So I'm excited because we're back to 5-5, and now we have a chance to maybe go and get the division. You know what I'm saying? Because the Steelers are fumbling the bag. But I'm also kind of worried because I don't know if we're fraudulent in terms of the defense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I will always think that we can put points on the board eventually, but I don't know if our defense is as good as they think they are because we haven't played when we played those better teams. They was putting points on the board like we was playing against my mama and my sisters.
All right.
It's terrible.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but things have changed. At the end of the day, you have to wait until something changes, right? So things obviously have been we have been stopping teams as of recently, but it's just who we have been playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're lucky. Like, Shedeur came in. Like, okay, backup quarterback. What's he gonna really do? You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's not really moving me. We're expected to do that, right? So coming up, it's like these next stretch of games is now, like, even though we have the Jets, that should be a win. We have the Bengals, that should be a win.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, then we go then we have the most important game of the season, which would be the Steelers. But actually, every game right now is important. But then that will be that game where it's like we can go and take the division. So you know what I'm saying? I'm up and down, Big Mike and Tuan. I'm up and down because I'm not fully there yet with our team. It's just not. We 5-5, man.
All
We
right.
5-5.
So real quick, I just caught a little something. You said you lucky Shedeur came in. What you mean by that?
Well, because I mean, him or Dylan Gabriel, they ain't going. They should not be beating our team. Simple as that.
Oh.
And Shedeur came in, and Shedeur, it's not like Shedeur is out here like he was a backup, and you expect him to be a backup.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. I mean, you know what I mean? And it's not like he's getting first team reps. Like, as they said on all the Twitter accounts, he wasn't getting first team reps. But I mean,
They giving that
ain't the first.
they giving that
That
boy
ain't the
scout
first.
team reps, man.
Yeah.
Can't even get in
That
there.
ain't the first. Hold on. That ain't the first. He ain't the first quarterback to not get first team reps
Yeah,
as a
for sure.
backup.
No,
You
for
know what
sure.
I'm saying? So it's like, but we came in and pounced on that ass, and you expect that. But yeah,
My thing is this though with
I'm not big on our team right now, Big Mike. I'm gonna just keep it on it
Well,
until
all
we
right.
play someone. Yeah, I ain't big on our team.
okay.
I like the objectivity in you, Playboy. I like the objectivity. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Jordan. In all actuality, I think I'm in a better headspace about your team. You know what I'm saying? Being that the start and then what they're doing now, 4-game win streak. I don't give a damn who they played, getting it done. And this is a stretch. You know what I'm saying? Where this could actually be a good thing for y'all Baltimore Ravens. You know what I'm saying? You get your mojo back by just beating up on some of these, what I'm saying, no good ass teams. And you get your mojo back. So when it's time to play the Steelers and shit like that, the offense is running a little bit better because you didn't had them type of reps against these teams. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're not good teams, but it's like you get your mojo back. You know what I'm saying? You get your mojo back, and I think that's what this little stretch is for them to do. You know what I'm saying? So when it's time to play the Steelers, you know what I'm saying, they're a little bit more polished. You know what I'm saying, offensively, and a little bit more polished defensively. They can understand what they need to do a little bit better. It could be a good thing for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a way better headspace about what I'm saying, where the Ravens is headed. You know what I'm saying? Lamar is, what I'm saying, I think Lamar is locked in. You know what I'm saying? I think he understands what needs to go on through from here and on out. He knows, what I'm saying, with all the publicity and all of that, he knows, what I'm saying, like it's a lot of pressure on him, what I'm saying, and he gotta carry the team, So I think y'all going in the right direction, man. Y'all gonna have to do it with the Steelers though to get in. Y'all gonna have to basically take the division. Honest to God. If it's not taking the division, I can't really see the Ravens getting in.
I'm gonna stick more with Jordan's side. I'm not really high on them.
I mean, it's the Jags. It's the Jags.
Yeah, I'm not really. I'm with Jordan. I'm not really high on the Ravens. I'm not really high on the Ravens. You know what I mean? I would be high on them had they beat the Bills when they had a 15-point lead. You know what I'm saying? Had they went in there and beat the Lions and beat the Chiefs. And I told Jordan, I said, if y'all gonna beat the Chiefs, now it's your time to beat the Chiefs because they don't look the same. And they went out there and got the shit beat out of them. I know Lamar. Hold on, wait a minute. I know Lamar got hurt. It was 30-13 when he got hurt. It was 30-13. You feel what I'm saying? So I would, and then when he goes out, obviously you got the Texans that step on him 44. It's no Lamar, but they was losing when he was there. So, and then when they come back, they're beating up on cream puffs. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't be high on them when you lost to the good team, but you beat up on the cream puffs.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm with Jordan on this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I was a Ravens fan, obviously you want to see your team win.
Right.
So it's like, shit. All right, hell, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad we winning. Yeah, try to get your mojo back. You try to get it back, my nigga.
Yeah.
Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't high on them, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't high on them at all.
That's why I said it's gonna come. Yeah, it's gonna come down. Y'all taking a division or y'all won't be in it.
Yeah,
and that's.
No, I don't think that though, because the Jags and the Chiefs, like the Jags and the Chiefs, The
Oh, the
Chiefs
Jags.
also are not playing in the great.
The
And the
Chiefs
Jags,
gonna have a chance to beat the Jags out. I can't say the same for the Ravens, bro. Y'all gonna have to beat the Steelers out.
Man, they can beat the Steelers,
no,
bro.
no, 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 no. You're not listening. Look. Our schedule right now, bro. We have a bad schedule, bro. Like our schedule is not that deep until we get at the end of it.
Yeah, I get
Like,
that.
bro, we got the Jets, the Bengals, and we have the Steelers are not playing like super well, bro. Like
I got
that's
the
the facts of the
Bengals
matter. Just like how you say, get. If we got nigga, what you talking about? What's that mean? Yeah, we
You
have the
know,
Bengals twice, which is bad.
okay. You know, Joey B.
He
will be
don't need to
back.
come back.
Okay,
The Bengals
listen,
ain't going
He
nowhere.
ain't
They're
coming
not
back. Listen,
making
but
the playoffs.
let's not talk
It's
about
it for
Joey
now.
B. Like
listen, they're
Lamar
going-
Jackson in the wait, hold on, Twan. Lamar Jackson in Baltimore is 9-1 against this nigga. This nigga don't beat him. What are we
listen, bro.
talking about?
Listen, check this
No,
out.
no, no, no. Don't do that.
How many losses y'all got? You got 5 losses, right? So that means in actual reality, y'all only got 2 more losses to give. One of those losses could come to a team in your division, like the
And what about the
Bengals,
Steelers?
like the Steelers.
And what about
That's
the
what I'm saying.
Steelers?
Y'all can listen, and that's a thing, bro. You don't think it's a thing, but it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of being biased. If you don't think that the Steelers or the Bengals can split with y'all, being that they didn't already did it, and that y'all haven't been playing good ball like that, y'all defense is very vulnerable. You know, the Bengals get Joey B back. You know, can y'all get it done? You know what I'm saying? Can y'all sweep the Bengals and can y'all sweep the Steelers?
You were just talking about our team is getting back into four. You see our defense
I
and all
said
that,
you
and then we gonna
can.
go up. Hold on.
Jordan,
Then
I
we
said
gonna
this
go up
could be
against it.
Jordan, I said this could be a good thing for the Baltimore Ravens. I said, you know, they can beat up on these teams and get back and try to get polished, get more polished. That's what I said. I said it's a good thing. You know, I'm in a good headspace about where y'all going just cause, you know, that's what I said. Now,
And Cincinnati, so Cincinnati's
that
gonna
ain't got
want to
nothing
bring
to do.
Jamar Chase. Jamar
That
Chase
ain't
is
got
out because of his spitting ass. So he's out there spitting on people.
well,
Now he's out for a game.
that's
And
only gonna be
and
that's not the game that they're
no,
gonna play.
hold on. So are you going
He's
if you
gonna be
think
back.
Joey B, hold on, if you think Joey B is the savior of all saviors when he hasn't been winning games for a while now, I don't know
Jordan puts
even with him there, without him there.
I never said that.
Hey man, what's up? Y'all, what's up? Let's move on from this shit. This ain't going no goddamn where. It ain't going no damn where.
No,
What we doing?
this is good tubing, man. This is good tubing.
You,
That's good tweet,
all right,
Twan. I love that,
okay,
man.
look,
We going back and forth.
you said you gotta go anyway, motherfucker. You talking about get to the Ravens topic because I gotta go. We done with that. We ain't about to keep. What's up? Y'all really ring around the rosy right now.
Yeah, I think you delusional.
Delusional about what?
Like thinking
What is the delusion?
thinking that if y'all not careful, that y'all gonna still make the playoffs or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, of course, we're 5-5. It's the same situation with the Chiefs. All I'm saying is that we have an easy schedule.
So
If that
are you
you don't
making the
know, like,
playoffs?
we talking about the Bengals? Yeah,
Are
we should
you-
be making the playoffs.
He said should.
Are you making the playoffs?
Keyword should.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna make the playoffs. Yes, because the
No.
Steelers are dropping. Yeah, the
All right.
Steelers are dropping, and we
Y'all
have
are
an
winning
easy
division?
schedule coming up.
So they got to win the division.
I think we're gonna win the division. We're gonna win the division. Yeah, we're gonna win the division.
Okay.
All
right. That's cool. So we're gonna go ahead and let you get up out of here, man, because we know you gotta go. You know what I mean? We want to talk about Shedeur, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But maybe you gotta get up out of here.
Go speak about Shedeur. Yeah, I have about
But,
5 minutes.
but we also want to talk about your boy Sam Darnold. You know what I'm saying? I think we should go to that next because Sam Darnold had a terrible.
No.
No.
He's on pumpkin watch.
Whoa. You are a Sam Darnold advocate. You know you Sam Darnold all day long. That is your boy. And your boy.
He's balling out.
Oh, what did he look like yesterday? All I know, what did he look like yesterday?
Pumpkin watch.
That man, Sam Darnold, had a tough outing again in another. It's in a big game. It's these big games that they're having problems with. You feel what I'm saying? Jordan, is this a bad sign? Or is that just a bad game?
He's always on pumpkin watch, bro. Sam Darnold's my guy. You know what I mean? Sam Darnold's my guy. You get me?
So answer the question.
Just like you said. No, hold on. Big Mike, just like you said before about my boy Gino, and then Sam Darnold came in, and now Sam Darnold has his team at in a good position right now. Whether or not we want to get at him or not, he has him in a good position. He's winning football games.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But we all know there's those times where he goes into pumpkin mode.
Oh man. There.
And nothing wrong with that. I can accept that.
A bad sign for the future to come, or was it just it's just a bad game?
Listen, right now he hasn't shown me that he can get out of pumpkin mode whenever there's a big game. So it's like right now that's just what it is until he shows me otherwise.
Okay, he answered that quick.
Right.
He answered that real quick. Ain't much to say about that. Let me tell you something. Sam Darnold has played well. We ain't gonna sit up here and just act like you haven't. But it's these big games. It's a problem. Remember last year against the Lions? All you had to do is win the game, and you get the number one seed. Number one seed. And that nigga looked like he never played before.
Man.
And you get out here yesterday against the Rams. Against the Rams. And you play like, now, it was 20. You look at the stats. It was only 21-19. That man had 4 interceptions. And it wasn't them interceptions, motherfucker. You threw it in, went off somebody's hand and tipped up off a batted ball, or you know, it was
Lamar Jackson interceptions yesterday.
Whatever type shit. However, he batted ball down, whatever. I was throwing them in double coverage. I'm like, who is he throwing it to? Who in the fuck is he throwing it to? You can't fit that. Maybe he thought he was Shohei Ohtani and he can throw 97 miles an hour and get the ball there real quick. No, you can't throw that fast with a football. You can't do that. Throwing it between 2 guys because the pressure was in his face. He looked like a pumpkin that has been dried out by the sun. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even a fresh pumpkin. It was over. It was yesterday. It was time to throw it in the fucking trash. But I did take Seattle, you know what I mean, with the +3, you know what I mean? So they did do me right with that one. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the man did look terrible. This is a bad sign, Jordan, because you do know the further along you go into deeper in the season, or should I say into the playoffs, well, those are all the best teams. And the further that you go, this is what he gonna do. It was what it looked like.
Yeah,
so,
it looked like. I'm with you.
So listen,
I'm with you when you're right now.
It was a bad sign. It was a bad game and a bad sign. Bad game for sure. 4 picks. I don't care how you look at it, but a bad sign for the future because the Seahawks got hope now. They got hope, and they can. You know, their defense is playing good or whatever. You know, blah 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 blah. Damn. And this is what you get.
I'm with you. I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right.
Yeah, man.
When you're right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so yeah. I'm with you, big bro. I'm with you too, Jordan. It's a bad look, man. Bad sign. Can't get it done in these big games. And I can just go back to the last year. They did lose to the Lions to get the number 1 seed to have, you know, the bye week or whatever. You know? And then you go out there and play the Rams and you looked at very, very, very pedestrian.
Very.
Like, you know, you act like you was holding the ball all day, like you didn't want to lose your teddy, like you didn't want to lose your first toy, like you was holding the ball too long, and that was another big game where you just couldn't get it done. So it's been the same story with Sam Darnold, man. Every other time, man, big games, he probably won't win, but you know these other games, you know he rally his team. Now the Seahawks is a good team, you know, and they'll rally behind him and you know try to help him out a little bit, but it's on the quarterback at the end of the day, man. And Sam Darnold just ain't been able to get it done.
It's like it's sometimes it seems like it's Jackson Smith and Jigma or nothing. Sometimes
Jackson Smith is
he a dog. He's a dog. No, for sure. And it's the thing. Prime example.
Yeah.
Don't tell me they're not doubling Jackson Smith and Jigma here on the outside. But you know what they do with him?
Yeah.
They move him around.
Yeah.
And they get him open. But he make sure
he got routes though, so it ain't like he can't get off on.
He absolutely does. But when if you got a shell coverage or you got a safety over it's gonna make it difficult for you.
The game plan can make it difficult.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. They utilize him in a way that if you obviously if we're gonna leave him out here all day, yeah, you can double that all day long.
Yeah,
but if I'm putting him in the slot, you know what I mean, all different times of the game, put him in motion, all of that shit. That's how you get guys open.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it. You feel what I'm saying?
He's schemed open for sure.
For sure.
But he got routes though. He can get his own self open.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
and listen, that was really me talking, about AJ, Kevin Patullo. Yeah, we're gonna double.
I knew that was an AJ. I knew that was an AJ thing.
I got to, man, because I'm the one going through. I got to 8-2, and this is what I'm going through. I gotta bring that up, man, because it matters. It matters. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Yep. You about to slide, man. Brothers. Yeah. All right, bro. Be smooth,
Jordan,
man.
Good talking, man.
Be smooth, bro. What's up, nigga?
All right, be mine.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about Shedeur Sanders yesterday, bro.
Okay.
Because he got his first start yesterday. Dylan Gabriel obviously been the starter all season. Well, he's been the starter, for majority of all the season long. You know what I'm saying? And he's not been doing good as well.
Right.
At all whatsoever. Okay. Yesterday, we see Dylan Gabriel had 10 attempts for 68 yards. Shedeur went out there 4 of 16 for 47 yards and an interception.
Right.
Didn't look good at all whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? But we all talk about, should he be the starter? And, should he get an opportunity and things like that? And they come to find out, we've been knowing he ain't getting starter reps at all. So they had no intentions on him being a starter.
Yeah. Okay.
No intentions on him being a starter. He with the scout team.
Okay.
So you was that sold on Dylan Gabriel that he didn't even get no first team reps, which I think is straight sabotagery. You feel me? But should Shedeur be the starter, even if Dylan Gabriel gets healthy?
Honestly, big bro, this is a no-brainer. Like, Steven Stefanski.
Kevin Stefanski.
Yeah, what's his name? Kevin. Yeah. Anyway, I believe he should have been, trying guys out. Your season is over. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You should have been had Shedeur in the game.
Yeah.
You should have been had him getting reps. You know what I'm saying? But we all know what this is about.
Yeah.
We all know what this is about. I don't even have to speak on it. If this is one of the situations, if you know,
Yeah.
and if you don't, yeah.
You asked out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So this is one of those situations where he never had a fair chance. He was never going to get a fair chance. And it's what I keep trying to tell people, and it is just so many people. It's just sad, that, they waited for him to get in there, for him not to get it done, or for him to look like how he did last night, for him to rally up a conversation, for him to rally up something to say, for him to rally, to rally up and throw shade on you and throw shun on you. They so quick to do that. But here's the thing. Let's look, you're not on the inside. You know what I'm saying? You're on the outside looking in. And if you know anything that's going on around the league and about the National Football League, y'all know that Kevin Stefanski, he has not been repping Shedeur Sanders.
No.
That leaves him with a failure chance to go out there and do something in a real game. You know what I'm saying? He's not prepared. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's not prepared because of how they're running things in Cleveland. You know? So before you get the, trying to shun Shedeur Sanders or whatever you want to do, you want to say his performance ain't that, it's a talent issue. It's none of that. It's none of that. He did not have a fair opportunity this whole year. At the beginning of the year, me and Big Bro talked football and we talked, FanDuel shit. And they had him at, how many games you think he'll play? I think they had him at, a 7.5, I believe. I said, I believe he gets 7 games.
Yeah.
Who knew? Coming into the season, who knew? Because I thought Shedeur was the better quarterback from day one. I never thought Dylan Gabriel should have been the starting quarterback. Right. So when you ask me, should he be the starting quarterback? I've been thought that. I've been thought that from day one. You know what I'm saying? They just never gave him an opportunity. And had Shedeur been getting proper reps at practice and, getting used to the offense and getting chemistry with some of those guys, Harold Fanny Jr., Jerry Jeudy, and the rest of those guys, David Njoku, his running back, Quishon Juggins, because all those guys that I mentioned, all of those guys are behind Shedeur Sanders, 100%, bro. I believe that it was talks about them saying that they wanted him QB1. Some of those guys in that locker room wanted Shedeur Sanders QB1. So before, all the hate and the, the discredit or whatever, the shade and the shun, just save it because Shedeur, he hasn't had the proper opportunity. Now, will he get his op? I'm sure he will, but I just hope when he do, he does go out there and perform, and things are not on him, and that he comes out with his hands clean and that, he basically comes out with his hand clean and with something to prove. He still got something to prove, but at the end of the day, you can't blame Shedeur for not getting it done. Even though he almost did get it done, I was hoping that they beat the Ravens. At that point, I didn't give a damn. I wanted Shedeur to shine in that aspect. I didn't care about the Ravens winning. At that point, I said I want Shedeur to go out here and get the game-winning touchdown or the game-time touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Because now I want to see, had he won that game, what some of you discreditors or some of you shunners would have had to say then. I guarantee you'd have been quiet as a church house mouse. Guarantee it. You wouldn't have had nothing to say. But since he went out there and didn't get it done, he looked at how he looked. I told y'all. I told y'all he wasn't. He's not that. And this and that. People are waiting for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And as good as me, big bro. People are waiting for that to happen, man. I'm 100% behind Shedeur. I always thought he was a good quarterback. Yes, he played for his dad. yes, you know what I'm saying? You know, he come from a rich family and this, that, and the third, but that ain't got nothing to do with his talent. And he's definitely a hard worker at that. You know what I'm saying? People, he a good guy, man. Like you could tell, man. Shedeur's all smiles and giggles, you know what I'm saying? So he cool to get along with, you know what I'm saying? He just want to be great, you know what I'm saying? And it shows, you know what I'm saying? When he was at Colorado and he didn't really have much like that offensive line and shit like that. I was only imagining what he could do at some of these bigger schools, you know what I'm saying? And because I look at Arch Manny right now, you know what I'm saying? And he has everything. He has an offensive line. These are all things Shedeur never had, you know what I'm saying? So if Shedeur, I'm just always thinking like if Shedeur had this, you know what I'm saying, what would he be? Because I seen what he could do without. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have that at Colorado. They had a cool team, you know what I'm saying? They had some gadget guys, and you know what I'm saying, they could get it done, but Shedeur didn't have it like that, man. Don't get it twisted. Like, you know what I'm saying? And what he was able to do, you know what I'm saying, without having things, showed me that he's really a good player. You know what I'm saying? That really shows me, you know what I'm saying, if you're a good player or not. Can you go out here and perform, you know what I'm saying, without certain people around you? You know what I'm saying? Can you still go out here and put the team on your back? And Shedeur, man, he can really throw the ball, y'all. Like, he got a nice ball on him, man. He got a nice spin and rotation and his pinpoint, you know what I'm saying? And he's smart, you know what I'm saying? Now I read defenses and stuff like that. They just ain't gave him a chance, y'all. Y'all gotta give him a chance before trying to throw shun or whatever that, you know what I'm saying? You gotta give him a chance first, big bro.
You know, everybody, like you said, everybody's waiting on him to fail.
Yeah, facts.
This is, I don't care what nobody say, this is sabotage. They got sabotage written all over. Why you draft him?
Yeah.
So you were sold on Dillon Gabriel.
Right.
From the jump.
Right.
He that much better than Shedeur that he ain't getting no first team reps.
Yeah.
You don't have a real quarterback there. You don't have nobody that's like, that's our guy.
Right.
Joe Flacco, he's gone.
Right.
He wasn't gonna do nothing for y'all. He might have a few good moments, but all right, that was it. His career's over with, bro. Dillon Gabriel is showing you absolutely. He's got plenty of opportunity. And how come we don't see? I don't see no news feeds or nothing about his performances in the fucking since he's been there.
Right.
Because if this was just Shedeur putting up pedestrian shit like this, they'd be all over it.
Right.
This man got in because Dillon Gabriel got hurt. So I've been cold the whole game.
Yeah.
Sitting out on the sideline,
facts.
You know what I mean, with my coat on, watching you know what I'm saying, and all of a sudden, boom, hey, come in and get us a dub.
Right.
With no reps. I'm with the scout team.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
Quarterback and receiver is about what, Twan? Timing,
chemistry, cadence.
I don't know how. If I'm Shedeur, I don't know how Jerry Jeudy runs his routes to timely wise.
Yeah.
I don't know what it takes for. I don't know how Cedric Tillman was his favorite ball. Yeah. How he likes it. I don't know what Isaiah Bond, Harold Fenton, and David Njoku like.
Yeah, straight up.
They on this field right here. I'm on this field over there,
and I'm running the other team's plays.
It's
not even the Browns plays. When you're on scout team,
yes.
For people who don't know, that's you going against the starting defense of that team,
and you're looking like the team you're going to face.
You're running their play, so he's not. He don't know the offense. He's not running the offense.
No,
you know he's on scout team running somebody else's offense to get the starting defense. You know what I'm saying, for the Browns prepared for the team that they're playing.
As a quarterback, as anybody that's involved in the offense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to be there throughout the week so they can game plan.
Right. Facts.
They don't have a game plan for Shedeur.
He didn't have a game plan. That's
none.
What I'm saying. He just threw him in the fire. You know what I'm saying?
Threw him in the fire. Obviously, he's the next. Obviously, he's the next quarterback that just threw him in the fire. But you can't, like you said, people are trying to get on Shedeur top. How you going to get on the man top?
Right.
Hell, he ain't even been on with the starters.
Yeah.
Hasn't had a chance. They got weapons, Quinshawn Judkins, and I named some of the receivers. The O-line is terrible. It is terrible. It is absolutely terrible. Now, I wish Shedeur would, get rid of the ball sometime.
Yeah.
I wish he would, instead of taking that sack or whatever the case may be, but he didn't. And that interception, man, under pressure, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not about to hold that against him like that, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
He should have, listen, I believe he's a better quarterback, been a better quarterback than Dillon Gabriel.
Absolutely.
He can
even in college.
Bro, listen, Dillon Gabriel is missing throws in the flat.
Right, wide open.
He missing throws in the flat.
He misreading the defense in there.
He's missed doing every fucking thing.
Right.
And they still got the confidence in this dude, man.
We know.
And we know that he's not a better quarterback than Shedeur.
Yeah.
I always felt that, and I think he should remain the starter, whether he's healthy, Dylan Gabriel, or not. We know
the season is over.
It's over. And
you don't going nowhere.
You don't have no hope with Dylan Gabriel. You can't look at any game and say, if he just do this. You know how you can look at a motherfucker, if he just do this right here, he'd be no.
Yeah.
He got to do everything right. He can't throw. Don't think he can read defenses like that. When it comes to like pro style offenses, bro, I just don't think he that guy. And that's okay. But they need to acknowledge that in Cleveland.
Yeah, facts.
Acknowledge it. And just say, yeah, he not the guy. Have an all-out quarterback battle, a fair battle, whatever you got to do. And with the starters.
Yeah.
Not like the last preseason game when they had Dylan Gabriel in with the dudes that's on the team, and they had Shedeur in there with dudes that got kicked off the team the next fucking day.
Right.
That was never going to make the team regardless.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Give him a fair opportunity with Jerry Jeudy, Quinshawn Judkins, Fannin, Njoku, Tillman, Bond, and those guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you see the fans? Did you see the fans?
I seen them.
They don't go crazy for no goddamn Dylan Gabriel. They've been booing that motherfucker since he got in.
When Shedeur came in the game,
everybody doing this in the stands.
When Shedeur came in the game, it was like
electric.
It was like people like put people's spirit was in the air like for Shedeur.
People thought,
you know what I'm saying?
We here now. That's what they thought.
Yeah.
We here. We got Shedeur.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yes.
The white people too.
Yeah.
All the white people, black, Mexican, everybody was doing this in the stands.
Yes.
Everybody, bro.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck who you are. If you was watching TV or whether you was there, if you stood outside the stadium, you could hear that shit and you could feel the electricity when it's Shedeur winning the fucking game.
Yeah.
When they seen him put his helmet on,
the energy was there.
Come on, you gotta rock with that.
Yeah.
And the players are behind Shedeur Sanders to the fullest.
They are, sure.
And when you got the players that's behind them. Come on, dog.
They gonna go out. They gonna play hard, man. But they gonna play hard. They gonna go hard for you. They gonna make sure, nigga, we got your back.
Just how you run through a wall. I know we all got a coach that we'll run through a wall for.
Facts.
If we speak in NFL terms, motherfucker run through a wall for Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
Through a metal wall, brick wall, steel wall, whatever.
Yeah.
Great wall or China, whoever, with whatever wall. We'll run through that motherfucker with no equipment on if we had to.
Dan Campbell, another
Dan Campbell, you feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, they don't run through a wall for Shedeur.
Yeah.
Because they know what he can do.
Yeah.
They know what he can do.
They got faith in him for sure. I know the players around him got faith in him.
And that's what matters.
Yeah, that's what matters.
The coach is coming from the top, bro. That's shit coming from the top, and Kevin Stefanski is the puppet, and he can't. He don't want to get fired. You know what I mean? Hey, well, we can't put him in. You come up with all bunch of bullshit excuses as to why he's not getting reps and all that. Well, most of the time you want to get the most reps you can for a rookie. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he sounded so damn sharp when I sent you that. You know, when I sent that to you, I was
fuck
like,
out of here, man.
I was like, man, you know what? This guy need to be gone. I want to see what Shedeur does under another head coach, offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even want to go that far. I want to see what they do next week.
Yeah, okay, that's cool too.
If Dylan Gabriel, he's questionable now. He's questionable, but if that's released, if that's done, I want to see what they do. I want to see it.
Yeah,
I would love to see what they're doing.
Yeah,
I would love it. Let me see what. Yeah. Oh, look, concussion protocol. Hey, listen. Next week, he might start.
Right,
Shedeur, because if you get hurt on Sunday, you can't play next Sunday. At least 7 days, if I'm not mistaken.
The protocol, you gotta pass
everything.
Yeah.
It even still, it's like I think it's like 7 days, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
So if that is, all right, we'll see what Shedeur can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Got a whole week, 1 week, you know what I mean, of prepping. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm hoping that he healthy. And I'm hoping that he all the way right.
Because you want to see.
I want to see if they're gonna put him. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. But until then,
I think we know that answer though.
I just want to see it so bad.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to see it so bad. Just.
I think I know the answer to that.
I feel like I do too. We know what's up. But anyway, man, before we get up out of here, let's talk about them Buffalo Bills and the shootout win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 44-32 in Buffalo. And this is the last year that they're gonna be in their stadium. We know they're getting a new stadium built. You feel what I'm saying? What are your thoughts? What was your thoughts on that game yesterday? Shootout game. Talk to me.
Shootout game. I just thought, man, that the Bucks, man, they Baker, this wasn't a good performance for him on the road. You know, just didn't do enough, you know what I'm saying, to get his team to win. But to his credibility, you know, I just feel like, the team is very still banged up. I do believe they had certain guys, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they beat the Bills because they when I looked up, it was a good game. Okay. And I feel like they had the Bills on their heels, like I told you over the phone. Mm-hmm. You know, then I looked up, it's like, damn, the Bills pulled away. So that lets me know right there, neither one of these guys has any type of defense. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like you could put some points on these boys, both teams, you know. And Baker didn't do enough, man. 1 touchdown pass, 1 interception, didn't throw for 200 yards. You know, you didn't look that good. You know what I'm saying? You didn't look that good. But like I said, to his credit, you know, I just feel like, you know, when he get those pieces back, you know, Mike Evans, Jalen McMillan, you know, Chris Godwin and them guys, you know, this is a high power offense. And maybe they beat the Bills. Like I do believe the Bucs can be dangerous, you know, but just one of those games, man, where they just, you know, drop the ball, you know. Definitely Baker Mayfield dropped the ball on this one. You know, he's been having a hell of a season. You know, everybody knows that, you know. He been in MVP talks, you know what I'm saying? But this just wasn't the game. You know, Josh Allen went out there and outdid everybody on the field. Yeah. And this is why Josh Allen is a top quarterback, you know. He can go out there and lead his team and put the team on his back, you know what I'm saying? Mm. And he showed it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, 3 touchdowns and three touchdowns. I mean, a total of 6 total. Like that, nobody else was doing nothing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Except for the guys he threw it to that scored. You know what I'm saying? Those 3 passing touchdowns. But he also ran for 3. That's what I'm saying. He's doing everything. So you want to beat good football teams, man. It starts with that quarterback, man. You know, is he a winner? Yeah. Is he a leader? Can he put the team on his back? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Baker haven't because he has, but you know, in this game, he couldn't put the team on his back this game. And that's why they dropped to 6-4.
So I'm watching this game yesterday, and you know, it just reminded me of a college game. Right. You know what I mean? Both defenses wasn't hitting on nothing. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, you motherfuckers score 44 points and 32 points. Ain't nobody stopping nobody right now. Yeah. Okay. And on top of that, you know, let's give credit to the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, we see 19 of 30, 317 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had 3 on the ground as well. He had 2 interceptions. And that's another reason why I say it's like it reminded me of college. One of those high-scoring games where you can throw a pick because you don't get the ball back, you go in there and score again. You go to the score again. We're going to walk down for the score again. And also considering the special teams for the Buffalo Bills, I think it was Ty Johnson, if I'm not mistaken. He had the Buffalo Bills in it was Ray Davis. I'm sorry, Ray Davis. Ray Davis had them in very, very good field position the whole game. 4 returns, 158 yards. Right. He kept them at between the 40 and the 50-yard line every return.
That's almost 40-some yards of return every time. Yeah,
type shit. It is basically even 1-2 more yards. Yeah. You talk about 160 yards in return in return yards. Right. You getting it at the fucking 10 or the 5.
So the special teams kind of helped the Bills get over the
They had any team. If you tell me we're gonna start the 40 and 50 every time, you know what I mean, versus the 35 or the 20, you know what I mean? I'd take that any given day. Facts. You feel what I'm saying? Facts. So it wasn't a whole lot of, you know, leg lifting that the Buffalo Bills had to do to get a position to score. Right. Shout to the special team. I said special team to the special teams team. That's what they're supposed to do. Right. But that's not a normal day. 4 returns for 158 yards, my guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it was one of those type of games. Yeah, you say Baker Mayfield dropped the ball. I mean, maybe he did it on a couple plays, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't have to do a whole lot. Shit. Old boy also went off. Sean Tucker, he had 2 on the ground and 1 in the air, you know what I'm saying? But this game, I feel like these 2 teams, you run into a team with some defense, yeah, you can put up points, but a defense going to slow that down. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And I just think, you know, yeah, they can put some points up, but if you go against a defense, you know what I mean? Look at the AFC. Denver. Let's just say Denver. Yeah. You ain't doing that against Denver. Yeah. I don't think they're doing that against the Colts. That's fact. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I don't think they ain't putting it up against the Colts. Nah. You know what I'm saying? That right there, you ain't putting it up against our defense now. Yeah. Not up against Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all done been in gritty games. Ain't nobody putting up them type of numbers.
Yeah, so I just think, like, the thoughts on the game, it just reminded me of a college football game, bro. We're going to go back up and down the field. We're going to have big plays all game, big play this, big play. And that's not how the NFL works, bro. Right. You know what I mean? That was one of them games where it was just wide open. Yeah. If you ask me, you know what I mean? He running all over the field and shit. Come on now. Right. Come on. So, I'm not good. You can get 44 points, go out here and get a dub. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't too like, oh, man. Woo, they dropped 44. They gonna be. That's not how I'm looking at it.
Absolutely not.
That's not how I'm looking at it. You feel what I'm saying? Not. So, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. But before we do that, I know we don't have this topic up right now, but do you want to say anything about your San Francisco 49ers?
Oh, yeah, fact.
I know y'all got a dub yesterday against the Cardinals, you know what I mean? Albeit the Cardinals, but still, you know what I mean? You went out there and stepped on them.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I know you got something to say. Talk to me. What's up?
Well, shout out to the faithful. You know what I'm saying? You know me, you know, I'm Bang Bang Niner gang. You know what I'm saying? Faithful. Shout out to the faithful. We got it done. You know, I'm still not really happy. You know what I'm saying? Not really happy still, but good job. You know what I'm saying? I'm always happy when we get a dub, but overall, I'm really not happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you why. You know, yes, it was the Cardinals. And yes, it was a get back from last year, you know, because they swept us last year. You know what I'm saying? Injuries and all, you know what I'm saying? And now we went out here and swept them. You know, good job. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. This is, you know, we putting up points. Our offense is clicking. I'm worried about the defense, though. I'm worried about the defense, bro, because I feel like we got I feel like we got shredded. Me personally, even though we won the game and you see the score, we put up 40 some points, we got shredded defensively. Period, point blank. I mean, Brissett. I said, I always be saying Brisket. Jacoby Brissett, he really shredded us, bro.
Damn.
He really shredded us. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about 47 for 57. I think he broke the NFL record for just having the most completions in the game. Yeah. And then he threw for 452 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he threw 2 picks. But this is what I'm saying. This is what scares me. Because yes, we can put up offense. But like Big Bro said, you go against a team who got a little bit of defense and can stop, you know what I'm saying, get a stop, you know what I'm saying. This don't look like we can get a stop against a better team and a better quarterback who has stats like that. We lose this game probably. This in a better defense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm this is why, you know what I'm saying, I'm not happy. You know what I'm saying? Because John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan just sat there and looked at each other and didn't come up with an idea or didn't come up with the fucking answer to you know, picking somebody up and trade deadline. And you see now how it's biting us in the ass. We don't have no pass rush. So therefore, a quarterback can just sit and just wait till somebody get open and find the window in that zone. It's so much easier. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no pass rush. And this is why a quarterback like Jacoby Brissett can go out here and throw 47 to 57 passes and 450 some yards passing. Had the Cardinals been a more disciplined team, had they been a more, you know, had they been a more not careless team, they would have probably beat us because they had a couple touchdowns called back. You know what I'm saying? They went in our favor that I was like, you know, we got bailed out. You know what I'm saying? Offense did their thing. I believe the offense always gonna do this thing. Kyle Shanahan, you know, it's Kyle Shanahan, you know, mastermind. But our defense, man, it what scares us, man. And you know, yes, we got an easy stretch the next 4 games, but them last 3 games, you know, Chicago, Indianapolis, and Seattle again, like them ain't easy games, bro. You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna be able to get it done? You know what I'm saying? Even though we putting up points, you know what I'm saying? Are we still gonna be able to get dubs? You know what I'm saying? Being that, you know, our defense ain't really thing like that. You know, we could be had. Like we could be had, bro.
Yeah, I just got a couple questions. Who's guarding Michael Wilson?
That's what I said. You got guys like Michael. That's another thing. Who Michael Wilson, 15 catches, 18 targets. Like that can't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Who's guarding him?
That's what I'm saying. That's that zone that they running. No pat. No. You know what I'm saying? It only works. You know what I'm saying? It only works if you can get pass rush. You know what I'm saying? You can make that quarterback make a decision faster than what he got to. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way it works.
Yeah, there wasn't nobody guarding him or Trey McBride. Nobody.
Bro, listen, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, bro.
Hell, we look like nobody wasn't guarding Greg Dortch either. He had 6 for 66.
That's what I'm saying. You got guys like that with no names. You know what I'm saying? That ain't really getting off like that. You know what I'm saying? Consistently. You know what I'm saying? That's having games like this against our defense. That scares me, Faithful. You know what I'm saying? That scares me. You know what I'm saying?
Are you happy Brock Purdy back?
Oh, I was cool. I was cool with Matt Jones, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. I was cool with Matt Jones. You know what I'm saying? I was okay with Matt Jones. And Brock Purdy should have had 2 picks on his resume last night.
I was going to say that.
I seen both the defenders ain't have no hands,
no type of hands,
and drop the ball. You know what I'm saying? And drop the ball. Them is all bad decisions, man.
Yeah.
Them is gonna cost you against
good teams is gonna take that.
Good teams are gonna take that. They gonna take that all day. So I was cool with Matt Jones. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just not happy, man. Yes, we 7-4, cool. But our defense, man, we don't like. I think Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch kind of threw in the towel with that being that, you know, Fred Warner's out, and we really shouldn't be wasting a draft pick, being that we got all these injuries on defense. Anyway.
I wouldn't have wasted anyway.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he gonna be back.
Yeah.
I'm not about to go out here and they'll be back. You know what I mean? You look at us. Zarius Smith quit.
Yeah,
he quit. That's why we. Jalen Phillips, we need that. And Nolan Smith was hurt. 2 guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all will be back.
Yeah.
I'm not about to give up my first rounds or my shits, you know what I mean, to go get or whatever, you know what I mean, to go. I think it's cool. I mean, who was there? Who all was available?
Trey.
I know you wanted to. You know what? I know you wanted Demario Davis. Yeah. I know you wanted Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Trey Henderson. He was available. You had guys like Bradley Chubb. He was available.
Yeah.
You had guys like what's his name? Johnson III from the Jets. He was available.
Yeah.
He was available. We sat and did nothing. You know what I'm saying? And now we reaping the, the consequences of not having any type of pass rush. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Bryce Huff is not getting home. You know what I'm saying? But he's not getting home.
Whoa!
He's not getting home, bro.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I know you didn't just bring up the guy.
I got to keep it real, bro.
Anytime. Hold on, guy. I want you to. I know you ain't talking about the guy who every time he did something, you text him my goddamn phone emojis and everything. I know this is not the guy. When I told you in Philadelphia, he had the same opportunities that he had in New York. They wasn't doing nothing different with him. Did they run a couple stunts? Yeah, we did too for him.
Yeah.
Did he get one-on-one coverage out there in New York like he did in Philly like he did in New York? Yes, he did.
Right.
And he never got home.
Yeah.
Never. You talk about this get off, just get off. And he ain't getting home.
He ain't getting home right
I
now.
wonder why.
Listen, I think Bryce Huff is one of those players where, he can excel with like players around him.
Oh, so hold on. As if Jalen Carter ain't nobody.
So this is what I say.
And Josh Sweat.
I say this to say this. Bryce Huff, it seemed like, if you had to be the star of the team, you could not you could not be that star. You couldn't fulfill those shoes. You know what I'm saying? It's showing. You know what I'm saying? It's showing.
So I was right.
Now I'm not saying he's not a good player. You were saying that he was, I don't really know.
He was trash for us. Okay. Yeah. I don't care what he did in New York.
I don't think he's a trash player overall, but I don't think he's that dude. That he can be that dude. Now he can make plays, and he has been. And I said that every time he did make a play, I said, hey, he's making plays. He can make a play
2 or 3 times.
I did that more than 2 or 3 times.
Huh?
I did it way more than 2 or 3 times. He got 5 sacks on the season.
Whoa, my God. Let me load up my guns. Oh, my God.
Yeah, but
man, get the fuck out of here, man. They get all the reps. They get 5 sacks.
Listen, man, right or wrong, I keep it true. You know what I'm saying? If I came out here and said that, which I did, I was talking good about Bryce Huff. But when it come down to like, you know what I'm saying, him being out there dolo and you gotta put the team on your back and stuff like that, you ain't that guy for that. You know what I'm saying? You're not that guy. You know what I'm saying? Now, can you make a play? Yeah, you can make a play, but
consistently.
Not consistently.
Okay.
Not consistently.
All right.
Because if it was consistently, he'd be getting home right now. He'd be on some Myles Garrett shit. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't gonna be on that.
Never.
No. That's Thanos.
Yeah.
That's Thanos. He got all the rings.
Yeah, he got all the rings.
All them stones.
He got all the stones.
Yeah, he got all the stones, Playboy. Yeah, he got all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, listen, y'all 7-4. You know what I'm saying? In the hunt, well, y'all in the playoffs right now. Yeah, y'all be the 7th seed right now. If y'all was, I mean, obviously we know it don't end the day, but if it did, y'all in the playoffs.
Yeah, into our credibility, we do got an easy stretch. You know,
yeah.
We don't got a gauntlet or nothing like that. Yeah. So it plays in our favor a little bit. Does. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to get it done. It's on Cal Shanahan.
You got to go out there and outscore the opponents.
Basically, we got to be offensively led now. You know what I'm saying?
And they've been that with old Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones, you know what I'm saying?
But had we not lost Fred and Bosa and them,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
We'd be dang.
But y'all was winning games without them. I know it was like a seesaw, you know what I'm saying? But still, if y'all go on the stretch and lose and just ain't looking good, you got Brock Purdy, you know what I mean? So hey, it is what it is, man. But listen, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Who was this talking? Who got something to say? Jordan.
Who?
Oh, that's Jordan saying he ain't saying nothing.
He said,
to our credit. I don't know what the hell he talking about. But anyway, man, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all.
He talking about what I said, probably.
Okay, we appreciate y'all for stopping through. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all watch Monday Night Football. The Cowboys going to go out there and slap the Raiders, you know what I mean? Spread. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, the Cowboys roll tonight.
Yeah, they're gonna roll them. They're gonna roll them motherfuckers like a tire down the street.
We're not Cowboys fans, but we gotta keep you know what I'm saying, we gotta keep it real when it's time to keep it real. They're gonna roll the Raiders.
They're gonna tap that ass tonight, they're gonna cover the spread, and Javonte Williams will be getting in the end zone tonight.
Yes, sir.
You feel what I'm saying? So listen, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Hit that like and subscribe button so y'all can be up to date with all things under the lights. That's our show for the day, and we gone.